welcome back. It's Biggs. Now today on Realm Natura, we're going to be doing something that I always say it, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, but honestly, this is something that's never even come up before. It's not a topic I ever even thought I'd be covering, but just kind of something came up, luck of the draw, and it's here. So I got some dear friends coming down, and they're going to talk to us about something that's in my yard. And something that I'm apparently not supposed to mow my lawn yet. It's in the top five most dangerous insects in the world. So, you know me, Biggs is gonna have some fun. Let's take a peek.
All right, we good?
All right, I told you guys we're gonna be doing something a little bit weird. This is my friend, this is Frankie, and this is his brother Pascal. And they're like world-renowned recording artists with a band called I Lone I Walk, but that's not the topic for today, but we're gonna put links in the thing for you guys to go check it out. But apparently we're going to deal with bees. So when you asked if I could put the world's most dangerous animals in my yard, it's automatically a yes. We know that. It's automatically a yes. Why are you wearing a suit?
Because
he's not.
He's brave. I'm not brave.
I was going to make one out of like a paper bag with little holes, but they're just bees. All right, Frankie, so why do I have bees in my yard?
So you have bees in your yard because I made a split yesterday and I need to give them at least 3 miles of distance so that they get rid of their previous queen's scent.
And you were why do you split them? What's the purpose of splitting them? So you can develop more colonies?
Exactly. So you can develop more colonies and you can get a little bit more honey out if that's what your purpose is with your bees.
So you just set up a little tiny sign-in station, and any of the volunteer bees, they just have to fill out the form?
You got it.
These were the willing volunteers? Like, how do you go about separating them? Like, aren't they all attracted to their queen? Like, did you take the old queen away?
No, so the old queen stayed in, and the way that I moved them is I find specific frames that are full of brood like this. So this brood, these will hatch eventually. And you can also see there's open brood in here where you see the larva. So
this stuff that's on here, this is actually just eggs.
These are all eggs, yeah. And then this white stuff, those are like the larvae that are still being fed by the workers. And so essentially, yeah, you just take out some brood so that once they do go to their new hive and they have a new queen, I have unmated queens at the moment for this hive. So at
Virgin queens.
Yeah, so at least now.
You just went down to the bee store and picked up some new queens?
Essentially, yeah. So now with there being brood, once the queen comes in, she'll have to do her nuptial flight, but at least the hive will start to reproduce itself before she's ready to lay. Now I'll just...
And the purpose of the smoke?
Smoke is to put them down into the bottom of their hive so you don't really kill anyone or squish anyone, and it kind of sedates them so you don't get stung as aggressively, but they will still sting you regardless.
So there's 2 different types of sting. You can get stung, or you can get stung aggressively.
Oh yeah.
So where do you get a queen bee from?
So just any bee supply store should have.
Oh yeah, I haven't been in a bee supply store in a long time.
So now this, I gotta remove the cork. And now with the cork removed, you can see the candy exposed. And
what?
The candy. And so it's...
The candy?
Candy, yeah. And so essentially this is enough food to keep the queen alive. So if you look in closely, the queen's the one right here with the big black bum. And she's a Kona queen, so they come from, I believe it's Hawaii.
Which one's why are there more than one in there? Is this like queen and her consorts? Or
yes, essentially the queen, she's pretty lazy, she won't feed herself. So they give them some worker bees so that she can be cleaned, fed, and kept alive.
I'm not going to comment on this type of an arrangement.
But yeah, I'm gonna insert her right away.
So you just put the whole box in?
Yeah, you put the whole box in, and within 3 days, all the bees, if they like her, they'll start eating the candy, and then they'll free her out of her little box. Now queen 1 is set. A little angle, and there she is.
That's it.
All you gotta do. One queen in, And now we wait a week to see if
She takes.
they take her.
And if they don't take her, what happens?
If they don't take her, they call it like rolling your queen, and essentially they just they kill her.
A few more though. I thought I saw
Even
another
on the
shiny.
lid, it's super cool. All of them walking around.
Yeah, like they still use those.
There he is right here. He just went in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like both sides of him look like he had a mandarin orange.
Yeah.
So neat.
So they back in, and they use.
So you're telling me there's earlier there's 3 types of bees, or is
Yeah.
there more types of bees? So there's worker bees, a queen bee, and then what's the other
The
ones?
drones.
The drones.
Yeah.
So what's the roles of all 3?
So the queen bee, her role is to create eggs and brood. The worker bees, they have many jobs. So like for their first couple days, weeks, they're just like tending to the queen. So they'll feed her and clean her, and then they go on to constructing the combs, and then after that, they become door guards. So they'll like check every bee that comes in to make sure that they belong to the hive.
Security
And then,
guard.
and then after that, they do their final and most important job is gathering pollen. So they'll fly out up
Okay.
to 3 miles, pick up the pollen, bring it back in, and start processing it into honey or food for the queen.
And what are the drones? They do nothing?
The drones, they mate with the queen. That's essentially it. Once they're done with them at the end of the year, they kick all the males out because all they do,
I'd make a good drone.
they act like a queen. So they don't really fly.
I'm
much.
not going to act like a queen, though.
They don't.
That
sting
part's not
much.
going to happen.
Yeah, so they don't fly much, they don't sting much, and they have to be fed and cleaned as well by the worker bees. So,
Kind of liking the drone life.
yeah. Flip it. Oh. It's right on the edge there. Here, I'll give you a better. I'll give you a better.
Alright, so it's that one right there.
Right
Right by his tool.
by my tool. Yeah, I'm following
He's
here.
like
Oh, I wasn't even close.
the crowd splits as she
I
walks.
see it, yeah.
As they should.
But she doesn't even look like a bee.
No.
So, I think we learned a lot today. I think it was pretty cool of them to come out here and show us all this thing and how it works and what they do. But if you guys ever get the opportunity, if everybody phones you up and says, hey, can I bring over 2 big boxes of deadly animals? The answer will always be a resounding yes. So thanks for watching, my friends. See you next time. Take care.